Week 2 of our New Zealand hunt here on Savage Outdoors. I had no idea what to expect when we headed to New Zealand. I've watched TV shows on it, I've read articles, I've done my research online, I've seen all the pictures and all the video, and it still was different than I expected. The country's absolutely beautiful. Rolling hills, they've got some steep country too, and on this North Island where we're hunting, it seems like the higher you get, the thicker these mountains get. This is some dense vegetation. Even when you get in the thick timber or the bigger trees, the undergrowth is still there. It's really like a rainforest. When the sun starts to rise and these animals start to wake up, there are very few places you can hunt and hear so many vocal animals. The red stag roaring, the fallow deer croaking, those Sika deer bugling, and it sounds a lot like our North American elk. We hit it perfect. All 3 species were rutting wide open. We're not done. We've still got tags in our pocket. It's time to get going. We're going to finish up our hunt here in New Zealand. You're not going to want to miss this.
The Savage Outdoors is brought to you by Savage Arms, the definition of accuracy, and Field & Stream, where traditions begin.
All right, week number 2, New Zealand trip. This is our 2-week series that we've put together. And, in Savage Outdoors, we have prided ourselves on being a North American big game hunting show. But New Zealand red stag is something I've always wanted to do. Finally, we've got a hunt set up with Ian Lowe and 9 Yard Safaris, and we're in New Zealand. Last week, 2 big stags went down on the first day. Jacob was able to kill a big stag, big old heavy horns with a nice drop tine, and then Blair Pete from Pete Shoe Dryer puts a stock on that we all got to watch. Got it on 2 different camera angles, and I'm talking about a giant stag. The boys have set it up. We still got 2 tags left for red stag. Steve Tomaselli, good friend of mine from Uvalde, and myself, we're gonna try to get on some big stags. Doesn't take long. First thing out of the truck, we stalk up to the edge of this rim, kind of looking down into a little creek bed, and straight across in a clear cut, we spot 3 stags, big stags. All 3 are shooters. We're gonna try to get in position. We have to drop our gear to try to sneak up and get close. We kind of come up with a little bit of a plan. Ian's gonna back up behind me just like an elk hunt and try to call and get these stags fired up and see if he can drag them around the corner. If this works, they're gonna be close. Oh, they're right here. I can see their tops. They're gonna come around the front right here. Scoop down. You on it? Comes one. Here comes the first one. That's not the one we're looking for. Do you have the middle one? The front one? He's got to stop. You ready? What did it do? Yeah, we got him. That was awesome. 15 yards. They came around the corner right here. Ian went up behind us and started calling. This worked perfect. They got up and they got curious and they had to walk around this little rim to get here, and they were actually too close. And they came around the corner and that first one just stared us down. Oh my gosh. And then they went to go right over the lip there. I threw my version of a red stag call at him, and I don't know if it stopped him or Ian. I think Ian called from up there because he could see what was going on. And I shot, he disappeared. Red stag in New Zealand. Ian's coming down the hill right here. We got one. I can't wait anymore. Can we go peek over? I'll go down and I'll try to get him to the bottom.
Yep.
And then we'll meet you there if you want to come all the way around.
Yep.
First time ever walking up to a red stag. We're lucky there's a road below this hill here. I'm just gonna have to kick him off. Ian went around to get the truck, but when I hit him on top there, he must have just jumped and just poof right over. It's awesome. Whoa. Once his momentum came over, I guarantee you he was just sliding down the hill. Look how far he slid. Ian, tell me about this head, buddy, because I don't pretend to know everything about every critter we get to hunt. And red stag, this is my first time.
Okay, every red stag's different.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you can see here, he's right down. Can't even get my finger under it. Very old, probably 10, 11 years old.
Oh wow.
Okay, the purling. A lot of the red stags you'll see will be a lot smoother in the beam.
Yeah.
He's got a huge amount of purling,
Yeah,
another
it's
sign
beautiful.
of old age. He's got good weight. He's got it all in his tops. He's possibly got a bit shorter in the brows, which is another sign of an old, but he's going to score 360 to 370 this stag.
Wow.
Tell you what, you're pretty flash with that Savage rifle and that ammo.
Yeah.
Our next thing we hit is going to be the Seeker, management Seeker. I see you have big management Seeker.
I tell you, the
All-
Sika deer, this is exciting for me because they are talking everywhere. I mean, it's a wide open rut, and you think you might be able to call us one in?
We'll call you one in, but I'll guarantee that you can't put down a Seeker without him moving 5 yards from where you hit him. If you can do that,
He's never had a
I'll
guy-
give you a ram, okay? Oh, you can have a ram if you.
I can shoot another ram if I can shoot an extra ram if I drop the
Yep.
Sika.
If you drop the Seeker.
I mean, you want his
can
chin on the dirt.
Yep, right where he is. He can't walk 5 yards. Seeker are a tough little animal.
Okay, you're seeing this. You heard the bet. If he calls them in, I'm saying dirt nap.
Yeah, you're not allowed neck shots. You got to do a body shot. Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna bust him down.
We'll test this.
He hadn't had
Savage
anybody
rifle
from
out.
shooting savages out here, obviously.
The Savage Outdoors is brought to you by Field & Stream, where traditions begin. Bad Boy Buggies. Bushnell Optics. Hunter Safety System. Spy Point, the most innovative trail and action cameras. True Glow. Wacom Broadheads. Conquest Scents. Realtree, family, friends, and the outdoors. Elite Archery, the world's most shootable bow. Fusion Ammunition, tough, accurate, lethal. Thermacell. 10-point crossbows. Nature Blinds. Otis Technologies. Peach Shoe Dryer. Raptor Razor, the ultimate field dressing knives. And Yeti Coolers, built for the wild.
Everybody's killed their stags. Now it's time to start chasing some of these Sika deer. When we first came out here, I wasn't sure about the Sika deer if I wanted to hunt them or not, but I'm telling you what, they are in full rut, and after hearing them calling as much as they talk, they're crazy vocal. I'm excited about it. This is gonna be just like an elk hunt. We're gonna try to slip down in the timber and call them in just like you would a Rocky Mountain elk.
Right, we're going to drop into this thick forest, okay? There's Sika calling in there. I'm going to try and call up a Sika stag. Alright. Okay, it's going to be thick. very little movement. The seeker will come in quietly, look for the white tips of his antlers coming in.
Hear him down there. Yeah. This is where the seekers, when they're rutting down the ground. Look at this. We're going to slip down here and try to set up, see if we can call one in. Just heard one. So we get out of the truck and we can hear some Sika stags down in the bottom calling. Ian decides, let's just slip down, try to get as close as we can, and then we're gonna try to challenge these stags and see if we can get one to come in. We get within 100 yards, we drop our gear, he calls, immediate answer, cuts us off. We walk up about 20 yards, we've got a little bit of visibility, and we get set up, he calls, immediately cuts us off. His stag's coming. Shoot him or not? Right there he is, Jacob. See him? See him? Good. Do you want me to kill him or not? Shoot him or not? Right there he is, Jacob. See him? See him? Good. Do you want me to kill him or not?
He's stuck. Finish him off.
I can't see him very good.
Hey mate, how's that?
Well done. How about it, boys? That is like a dang elk hunt right
That's-
there. You told me to shoot him. I couldn't see anything good except the top of his back. So I come down, I was like, I can get into that shoulder. Like, it's right there at the tree. My crosshair was right there. It's so hard to... That's why I think he went down like this, because I think I broke his back.
We moved probably 5 seconds too early. He was
he was going to come right around the
straight
corner
for us.
But he didn't know what we were because he's so worked up, you know, and he stayed here out of curiosity.
This is a real old animal too.
Is
It's
it?
a good
Cool.
It's a good big
That was awesome. How about that? I mean, that was tough having to sneak down in here. It's hard with 3 people to get down in here amongst them like this.
Well, we had a chance just before that, but because we wanted people to see what this hunt was like.
Yeah, I mean, I could have shot him right there,
Yeah.
but he wasn't on him good. And then when he was on him good, I had to shoot him in the neck.
The only reason he spooked was he saw a visual thing that wasn't what he was expecting.
He was
so
expecting to
moved
see
back,
stag.
and
yeah.
then when I called again, it brought him back.
Man, that was awesome. I mean, he called, he answered. He called, he answered. He called, he answered. He was cutting us off. He comes in just like an elk, screaming his head off. And then that last 20 yards, that timber was so thick, it was hard to see and even be able to see the stag as he walked in front of us. I was able to get a shot, got him, seek a stag down. What a hunt of a lifetime. Look at all this blood. Look at more blood here. He seems, oh, I see a belly. Right there he is. Had 1 bullet left. Gun's clear. That's beautiful, isn't it though? Man, that's a hunt. I mean, that is an absolute hunt, getting to call him in like that. And we moved 4 or 5 different times. And it was like we get a little closer. It sounded like he was right there. Yeah. I mean, we inched in there. That is just like an elk hunt. I mean, that's no different than having a big bull elk bugling and trying to get into position. That was exciting. I really enjoyed that.
You know, you've got either a great mount or a beautiful hide. You can
Yeah.
see the beautiful hide on him.
Yeah, this is just beautiful. Thank you so much. And I tell you what, you've been telling me about Sika stags and how aggressive and how much fun that is. And we got to do it right then. That was really cool.
And we did it with the camera and the tripod. I was really concerned.
Yeah, it's
about bringing
hard.
the tripod in because this is hard. This is as hard a hunting as you'll get.
Yep, it's really cool. And I mean, right now while we're talking, you can hear other stags over here. I mean, they're in these woods. I mean, this is really cool
You can
stuff.
see it's warm for them in here. There's no frost in here. We've been out in the frost.
Yeah, and it's real steep. You know, it's straight up, straight
Yeah.
down type stuff. I mean, they can get in here, and boy, if he just jumps off, he's gone. I mean, it's just over.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Great hunt. Sika stag in New Zealand, 9-yard safaris. We got
Called
one.
in.
Called them in. Man, what a great hunt. I'm telling you, one of the best trips of my life, and definitely a lifelong dream completed. Check that one off the bucket list. I got to go to New Zealand and kill a red stag, and I got a great stag. Everybody on the hunt was able to kill. Congratulations, Steve Tomaselli. You know, the shame of it is we didn't have a cameraman with him. We weren't able to get the stag on film, but man, what a stag. Steve, congratulations on a great stag. I know it's been a lifelong dream for you to come over to New Zealand. We've talked about it for years. We finally got to come do it, and you got one, buddy. Congrats. Blair Pete from Pete Shoedryer, congratulations. He killed the biggest stag of the week. Jacob Satterfield kills first. Big old drop time. Congratulations, buddy. And I was able to kill that perfect stag with the nice crowns, just like I wanted. We were able to kill Sika stags, a couple fallow deer, lots of game. If you want to go to New Zealand, 9-yard safaris, Ian Lowe, please give them a call. I promise you, if they'll have us back, I'm coming back. I will do this again. I'm gonna bring some more of my friends with me because this was a lot of fun, lots of game, and hunting red stags in the roar, it's kind of hard to beat. Thanks for watching Savage Outdoors. We'll see you next week.
This segment of Savage Outdoors is brought to you by Evolved Premium Forage Seed. This is not your row crop seed bought at a co-op. This forage seed doesn't die once it's snipped. Evolved Harvest continues to grow all season long, producing more groceries per acre and ultimately more deer to hunt.
It's almost that time of year. The turkeys are starting to gobble. Make sure if you don't have your turkey calls, go check out Flexstone Game Calls and all the great calls they make. They make calls for all of us hunters, and their turkey calls, they sound great.
The Savage Outdoors is brought to you by Savage Arms, the definition of accuracy. Field and Stream, where traditions begin. Bad Boy Buggies. Bushnell Optics. Hunter Safety System. Spy Point, the most innovative trail and action cameras. True Glow. 10-Point Crossbows. Conquest Scents. Whack-'em Broadheads. Elite Archery, the world's most shootable bow. Can Cooker. Field and Stream. Fusion Ammunition. Tough, accurate, lethal. Thermacell. Nature Blinds. Raptor Razor, the ultimate field dressing knives. And Pete Shoedryer. and win great hunting prizes and great race values. Enter now at smicorporate.com/race to the outdoors.